Y'all ready to fire it up? 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Everything you got, baby. Come on, bring it up, bring it up. Ready, go, blast off, go. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. All day long, that's what I'm talking about. 20, 30, 9, 8, 10, good job. All we do is get better. You're pushing them to the max, you know what I mean? So that way, when time gets hard, he's got fortitude. Standing tall, looking good. Push that, all the way to the top. Machine's gonna get tired. 50, 17, there you go, hey, bring the heat, bring the heat. 1, 2, 3, 9. If your mental not right, you not right. Push it. Gangster, gangster.
Knowing all the hours I put in the gym, even when I was a little kid, all the success I had, that's just not a fluke. So you just try to keep that in the back of your mind and just keep getting better, keep pushing, keep being myself, and see where it takes me.
Anything that you want in life, it's not easy.
Wait, stay on it.
You're gonna have to sacrifice. There's gonna be days you don't wanna do it. He still did it.
He eat, breathe, sleep basketball. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be number one.
It's gonna be ups and downs, but you gotta believe you're the real leader.
If you wanna do this, be great at it. Be great. If not, what's the point?
When I go home, just lay low a little bit, but then once it's time to start up, contact everybody and tell them that, I'm back and, it's time to get to work.
Y'all ready? All right, we gotta bring the energy. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and relax. Get it, baby. There you go. Looking good. Come on, dig it in. There you go. Good. Keep going. All we do is get better. Every day, all day. Let's go, Brandon.
Tired, bro.
Let's go, like that.
Tired.
Machines don't get tired.
Go, let's go. Dig it in. Push it. He said, how you gonna tell me to do something and you don't do it? He said, you better lead by example. Come on, dig it in. Boom, make sure you hydrate.
I'm big on just work with people who's been there for you through it all. So I feel like that's why I go to Chesapeake, because everybody's been there. Just going back and having those guys help me now, because they helped me get to where I am now. So why stop? So I feel like that's how I look at it.
Chesapeake, fine area, outstanding school system. People get along well with each other, friendly area.
I think it's one of the better areas that a lot of people don't talk about. It's a melting pot, really, because we're more so of a military base. So a lot of people that come to Portsmouth and Norfolk are from other places.
It's a blue-collar area, a hard-working area, a lot of military families. They live a very, very simple life. They pretty much stayed in about a 5-square-mile radius where they trained at a park and where he shot at a local high school.
Quiet, there's not too much going on, but I feel like you can get a lot of good stuff out of Chesapeake, like living, schools, all that type of stuff. So I feel like it's a really good place to, if you want to just lay low, start a family somewhere. So for sure, I love Chesapeake.
Shanice, Leslie, Cam, really, really tight-knit group. It's really cool how they've stayed together. They've been through a lot. It's really an unbreakable bond and an unbreakable spirit amongst the group.
I've never had an issue with Cam. Quiet, always did what he was supposed to do. I know he's not perfect, but I never had an issue. Some parents might have issues. I never really had a major issue with Cam because Cam always was to himself. I'm his mom, and he says 2 words to me. It's just Cam. He's not going to talk a lot.
I don't really think of it as me being quiet. Even now, people say I'm quiet, I'm like, I don't think so. I talk, I just listen, sit back, watch and observe, and just, understand the people, understand the room and everything before I actually open up. So I think it's just me and who I am.
Really, we all like that. We're quiet to ourselves, don't have many friends, and all about sports and watching TV and movies and stuff.
Great relationship. We're still close to this day. Always supportive of me. She was kind of like my second mom in a way. Very overprotective, like at the games and stuff, so it was good.
This is Bell Tower Arch. This is where Cam grew up at. Of course, you see a basketball goal ahead. That's where we lived at ever since he was little. Out front and just shoot.
Playing outside with some of my friends that I was around, or some of my sister friends. But mainly just me coming out here, just acting like I'm on the Lakers or something, acting like I'm playing with Kobe and just acting like he's passing me the ball and I'm scoring every time. Just working on different shots and moves, reverse layups, step backs, all the stuff that you guys see me do now. That's where it started.
My friends would ask him to come outside and play basketball when I don't want to come outside. 10 years apart, they knew that he was mature for his age and that he was good, and it's some competition.
It was really good just to play against older guys at that young age and play and actually be able to score.
I think that helped him have a maturity a little bit earlier on because he was around older people all the time. He was with Leslie all the time. He was with Shanice and her friends all the time. So he had a lot of older influences. I think you can see that in how he interacts and how he acts to this day.
That's really when I started like playing, shooting the ball in the hoop and stuff. Like really getting the ball up to the hoop to like make it now. So really about 5, 6, and that's when it really took off from there for sure.
But then when he started really taking it serious, you know, especially with wanting to be like Kobe, okay, then we have to go to the gym. We got to put work in. We got to start working on these things. You got to start working. So we're going to go to the South Norfolk Rec. That is the place that Cam spent 90% of his time, if he wasn't at home, getting shots up.
She'll be in getting my rebounds. You know, everybody will be like, your mom getting your rebounds? I was like, yeah.
It was our time to bond because Cam is not a real talker. He won't tell me what's going on, you know, like at school or something. But when he gets in here, he gets talking. And that was our bonding time.
This gym is really like a staple of, you know, me and my creative mind, being creative, figuring out different ways to score, and just different stuff like that. We'll be in here about 2, 3 hours just working, getting to work in, and trying to be a better basketball player.
Everything he does, he works on. Everything. You know, he was a big Kobe fan. I noticed that when I first started coaching him, like after AAU games, you know, the other guys would go to the corner, play the video game and stuff they had set up. He in the corner or in the car with his mom watching Kobe film, you know, just studying, just always a student of the game, always trying to get better.
Ever since I knew him, honestly, I just gravitated towards him. His mentality, his mindset, and then just watching, I was like, yeah, that's who I want to play like.
He loved him. Cam did everything Kobe Bryant. And it's like he couldn't play unless he had a 24 jersey on. You want to be great, then you got to emulate somebody's great. You have your own style, but I mean, Kobe Bryant, one of the best, Hall of Famer.
Even after we had finished working out, he'll be out there trying Kobe moves. Fadeaways, everything, step back. After the workout, he was like, yeah, this one I'm gonna do.
One time Cam twisted his ankle in the game. Cam was only 7, 8 years old. I went over there. I said, what would Kobe Bryant do? You want to play? Because we were trying to win the game. That was his motivation. I said, Kobe would get up and play. He actually played on it, and we won the game.
He really stood for everything I believed in. Just watching him go through his career, it was really something I really admired and wanted to like be exactly like. So now I'm trying to implement some of that in my career now and just, you know, see where it takes me.
Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
I've never met you, but I've heard all about you. Mark Keating.
Cam.
All right, Cam. Great. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Come on in.
What up, Punk? What up,
You been working
been
out,
good.
boy?
A little bit.
Hey, what's going on?
I'll tell you one thing. I got some Cam Thomas stories. No. I got the best one. No.
Cam had the skill set. but I want him to be tough. You know, you get knocked down, get up. Because Cam sometimes, you know, during basketball, if things didn't go his way, he cried. And I'm like, okay, I gotta find somebody to do, you know, I gotta figure this out. So one day we were in the barber shop just talking, and I didn't know Coach Boncho from a can of paint. He was just sitting there getting his hair cut, and I was talking to, you know, the barber about Cam playing basketball. And he was like, oh, your son, he plays basketball? And he told me, bring him, get him in the gym. And I didn't know him. I'm like, okay, should I? And I did. I just went out on the limb. 4 o'clock, I took Cam out there. I'm thinking we're gonna, you know, some kids, we're gonna play. He was gonna go through some skill set stuff. He played one-on-one. I'm like, one-on-one?
He really developed my one-on-one game, my mentality, be tough, and like, just not to give up.
And I say, hey, listen, you want to be tough? Bring them to my gym. I said, I'm serious. They're not going to back down. They're going to eat dirt. You know, they're going to bleed dirt. They're going to be tough. And Cam, I can't believe it, Cam in 2nd grade. Went in the gym one time and Cam's shirt gets torn off. Scratches, no.
These kids were older than Cam. Cam was always the youngest. Aggressive. They were just all over him, you know.
And she's like sitting in the corner. I said, Les, you can't talk. Can't talk. And so then first she was trying to talk, then she was like, you know.
Normally I was like, come on, Cam, you got it. I couldn't talk, I couldn't say anything. He made Cam figure it out for himself. Let him figure it out on his own.
Cam would do one-on-one, not just with one person. It would be 3, 4, 5 in a row. And we played until someone gave up. He's relentless. I've never met an individual in my life that is just so, I never seen anything like it. I'm serious. Every day, all day since the 2nd grade.
Now, if you listen to Cam, he's the best one-on-one player ever. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to him tell it. But that was the confidence. You know, he started figuring it out. And that was the thing that I think with me, I would try to figure it out for him. He had to figure it out for himself.
I'm just so glad I had the opportunity that God put him in my path. And the toughness and situations that you got to fight out of a brown paper bag. And he has been fighting out that brown paper bag since I've known him. Yeah. And that's facts. That is the absolutely truth.
We're gonna do a leg workout mixed in with some arms and back, but it's gonna be a good one.
Go, fire. There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Go. 6 machines don't get tired. Let's go. Get it. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Almost there. Boom. You good? Boom. You good? Boom. Nice. Go. Get it. Go. 4. Way to get up, babe. Way to get up. Go, man. 2. 5. Good. Go. 14. Go. Ready. Hold it. Go. 5. Get it. Go. 6. Get it. Ready to stay on it. Good. 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 Machines don't get tired. There we go. Cam's no leaf. He's no branch. He's a root. So when the hurricane comes, the root is still there. So that's why we put the work in. 3, 2, and bam, let's go. Push-ups, give me 10.
Tony is 100% authentic. When Cam started doing basketball and I wanted to work out, guess what? We didn't even think about it twice, went to Tony. Because you're gonna get results. Tony can work you sometime, you know, he get on you like you wanna scream. But guess what? He's getting us out of our comfort zone. He didn't care. He just want you to work.
Last set here, this set gotta count. This set gotta count, good.
Really just having my best interest as a trainer and just pushes me to be great all the time.
We don't just work on the physical, we gotta get the inside out. You know what I'm saying? So his inside's gotta be tough. You going through 82 games a year, you gotta be mentally tough. So guess what? We gotta work hard. We gotta work hard.
He had to understand, in order to get to the next level, this is the work you have to do.
It's a lifestyle. You know, that's how Cam lived, how Leslie lived. And that mom, boy, she's structured. You know, I can say, and she pushes him to be the best that he can be. And he's the best. Cam, good work, babe. Hell yeah, hey, that was good. That was good.
It's been a minute since I've been here, so I don't really know what it look like.
How you doing, Ken?
I'm doing good. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Good to see you,
Good
man.
to see you.
How things going?
It's going good.
Nah, you looking good.
Feel good?
I've been checking you out.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Feel good, feel good.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You still shooting the jumpers? Yes,
Trying.
Just like old days.
Yeah, right? Trying
Yes,
to.
sir. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank
again.
you.
Glad to see you. Welcome.
Good to see you. Appreciate it,
There's no
man.
place like home.
I know, right? Glad to be back.
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute.
Oh, yeah.
It's the gym right here. It's where all the, the start of it happened. 6th grade through 8th grade. And we won 2016, 2018. It's my 2 out of 3 that we had. So it's been real good. Right, 24.
24 again.
24 right here. That's it.
So you
right
started
here.
growing.
Yeah, got a little height.
You got some height going for you.
Started getting some height.
I love Coach Twine. I grew up with Coach Twine. And I would always tell Coach Twine about Cam. I'm like, I have my brother coming up. You play basketball. He's coming.
His sister brought him to the gym one time. And he was a little guy. He said, Coach, can my little brother shoot in the gym? I said, sure, let him shoot. He got the basketball. And he started shooting 3-pointers. And he was making them. Now, this is a 3rd grader. I said, no, could that be true? He was shooting better in the 3rd grade than my 8th graders were. I said, I'm gonna wait for you, son. I'm not gonna retire till you come to me, and we gonna watch you play for us.
Coach Twine believed in Cam. If you believe in Cam, he's sold on you. He wants you to believe in him. He's not gonna let you down. So Cam performed for him. Cam played hard for him.
Really, embrace my talent. So I just try to help him win at all costs.
When he came to 6th grade, he started. No doubt about it. He was outstanding. He was my leading scorer in the 6th grade. In 6th grade, we won the championship. 7th grade, we got to the semifinals. And then the 8th grade, we won the championship in the 8th grade. In all 3 years, he was the first player ever coached that had MVP for 3 straight years. And he put on the show. People just come out and they just couldn't believe how well he shot the ball.
Cam was the only 6th grader. Everybody wanted to see him. Who's the 6th grader they talking about? Who's the 6th grader scoring 20-some points?
We had a full house, so the word got around. You got to come see this young man shoot. He was a little teeny guy at the time. I said, if he ever got any kind of height, we gonna see him in the pros. No doubt.
But at every level, so to speak, when Cam was coming up, Cam was always, better than his age group. They would always treat him different.
A couple of teammates got jealous of him. Coach, he won't pass me the ball, I'm open. Then I had to take care of that. So we did take care of that.
He was young. He's thinking, okay, I'm good, okay? But, not everybody's accepting of that. It was hard because I saw Cam sometimes playing down so he could fit in or so he could have friends. I had to tell Cam, you don't do that. They're to come up to your level. You're not to go down to their level.
I think that was part of the journey and the process. He handled it well, dealing with the circumstances that was surrounding him. That's when I really knew that he was taking off because of the maturity.
Just do your job. Do what you have to do. You can't control what other people say. Keep on working hard, everything come your way.
This is more so like my creative day. Still working on the shots I normally get in games that I know I work on. I got that out the way, and I just started to be creative, try to get the creative juices flowing, different shots I can shoot. Just different stuff I want to work on for myself. Coach Mike always opens up the gym, and he'll be able to get the rebounds and just let me, be creative, just like a little cool down in the way, but still getting good work, good shots. It's good for sure.
The summer when I coached him, I actually seen him the summer before. So we was playing JV Future League. So I'm walking in the gym, he walking out. I didn't know who he was. Didn't know him from a can of paint. He just had a walk with him. It's just like, hold on, man. You look special. Did you just score 30? Like, you just walking out here like you had 30.
And I just started laughing. I was like, what? Like, cause I never knew him in my life. I never met him. I didn't know he was a coach or nothing. I just thought he was somebody just watching the games, just a fan. So I was like, what the world? What are you talking about?
And they told me that he averaged 30 in middle school. I ain't know nothing about him, so he just had to walk with him like a crazy aura that when you see him, not even shooting the basketball, he's just like, it's something special about this kid.
And it was so weird. That summer, he was the coach.
He asked to help out on our team, on our Boo Williams team in 8th grade, and that's when we actually like really connected.
Then our first game that we actually coached him, to see him play, it was different. I mean, he's just an assassin to me. I mean, a scoring assassin.
When I got to Boo Williams, that's when I really became like the one-on-one player. Like people say, you know, everybody knows Boo Williams around here. Especially in like the basketball world, everybody knows Boo Williams. Everybody wants to get on his team, to play on the circuit, EYBL circuit. So he's really like a pioneer of basketball, AAU basketball really. So really a living legend, honestly, for sure.
You can't talk Virginia high school basketball without talking about Boo Williams. We knew once he went to Boo, he was the best player. Like, I think Boo provided him a great stage for that. Just put his talent on the scene and just let it be seen that I'm Cam Thomas, this is what we do in Virginia also.
Played with Boo from when I was 16, playing up to 17, so I played with him for 2 years. He's pretty much had his hand in everything AAU-wise. He's like, I mean, it sounds crazy to say, but he is AAU in a way.
I started this program in 1982. I knew in this area we had a lot of talent, but we just needed to get exposed.
Why is there so much talent in this area?
It's something in the water. JRV, Alonzo Mourning, JJ Vidic, Iverson. And don't forget about Joe Smith. We had back-to-back #1 draft choices. We've had 18 lottery picks, 35 first rounders. So we know a little about talent.
Boo gave Cam the platform to let him shine, to let him flourish.
Cam was great at watching film, watching other players. When we go over scout reports, he was very intent and keen what to do offensively. One thing Cam could do, he could score. He always could score. Outside Iverson, he's probably the best scorer I ever coached.
Boo Williams gave me my best advice with Cam. They were in an AAU game, it was a tight game, and he called timeout, and it was a 30-second, and he thought it was a full, and so he couldn't really do a whole lot, and the team was leaving the huddle, and all the players were kind of looking at him. Boo just said, "Get the ball to Cam." And I said, you know, that's pretty smart. If you don't know what to do, just get the ball to Cam and get out of the way and let him go to work. He's going to score a bucket or draw a foul.
He got that drive. He just got that drive and got that knack. With that knack and determination and that mindset, I mean, he's special now.
It was big time just being able to play up against some of the best players in the country a year older than me and being able to hold my own. I was like, there's not much you can ask for, playing on the best circuit on all AAU and just playing up and holding your own. So just wanted to keep getting better and just keep being a better version of myself on the court. Playing on AAU, I always did great on AAU where we played the teams out of state, all the good teams. I always score a lot of points, but I wasn't really ranked high at the time. I was like ranked in like the hundreds. Just wanted to like get my name out there in the national circuit. At the end of the day, Oak Hill was always like the first thought to me because, you know, that's just all I heard growing up, like, oh, Oak Hill this, Oak Hill that. So, you know, I was like, shit, I might just want to go there. So once I had the opportunity to go, you know, it was kind of like a no-brainer in a way.
Cam, he needed to be challenged. He was on the AAU circuit, you know, dominating. So, okay, let's try Oak Hill. When you're growing up around here, we all knew about Oak Hill.
He has to go to Oak Hill. He's good enough to go to Oak Hill because once he gets there, he's gone. He's going to go to the NBA.
The program is one of the best, if not the best, programs of all time.
I had 34 McDonald's All-Americans. I had 47 play in the NBA. 21 were NBA first-round draft picks. Jerry Stackhouse, Rod Strickland, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Rajon Rondo, and it just started snowballing.
They built an incredible basketball program, but it is in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell phone service.
Oak Hill is located in mouth of Wilson, Virginia, which is in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's off the beaten path. You gotta want to go there to be there. And it's a small school, it's a private boarding high school. All the kids live on dorms and campus.
It was a really good setting, I think, for Cam. It fit his personality, it fit who he is. Very understated, kind of sticks to himself, does his own thing. It's very reclusive, it's out there.
But then I liked that. I was like, okay, he's away from me, but he can't go nowhere, can't do anything, okay. You know, because I didn't want him to be out in the streets, you know. He don't have mama around, you know. I don't know what he's doing every day. That really like enticed me. Okay, let me see, because he really wanted to go there. We visited, and the only question that I really asked Steve was he gonna get a fair opportunity? If he gets a fair opportunity, I don't have no problems. And he said yes.
It's like a totally different atmosphere from where you're used to be, like middle of nowhere, just school and hoops. At first, it was tough. I wouldn't say I got homesick, but I was like, I'm ready to go home now. Like, cause it's like, it's nothing to do. Our first month we get up there, you're just on campus, you know, there's no games going on.
The thing with Oak Hill, Cam being away from home, and this pushed him to do some things for himself. Like got to get his clothes washed. He washed his clothes. I showed him how to do that. You know, get up on time. It was growth.
Cam was really quiet, you know, when I first met him, and teachers liked him. He was a straight A student, and I never had a complaint. I gave him a ball from our rack and said, here, this is your ball for the year. If he had a ball, he was happy, because if he didn't have to study or plays video games, hang with his teammates, he's in the gym. And he just loved being in the gym, working on his game.
There's a lot of history here. There's nothing super special, but you know, there's not too many programs that can say that they've been nationally ranked for almost 40 straight years. Cam spent a lot of time in here by himself. The gym is always open for our students, but you know, he would get up much earlier than everybody else to make sure that he was in the gym by himself and getting up the shots that he needed. And I think that his approach to the game is a lot different than most high school kids. He already had his vision.
When Cam said he wanted to go, then we heard that Cole Anthony, Kofi, oh my God, it was so many seniors, top players, elite players. So I'm thinking, did we make the right decision? Is he gonna play?
Most people say when you go up to your junior, you're not gonna play much, but he gave me an opportunity in preseason, and I showed out, started, led the team in scoring as a junior with Cole Anthony on the team.
Cole was rated probably in the top 5 in the country. So I needed to make sure those two guys would mesh together and play together. There's a little friction early on, I think. They wanted to see who was the alpha male and who was the dog in the gym. And both of them played hard and were very competitive. But they played really well together, and they were probably the best backcourt in the country.
Oak Hill had a travel schedule. They traveled all around the country. And it showed Cam, I can compete out here. I can compete with these guys. The thing was, Cam had nothing to lose because he was under the radar. But guess what? When he went out there and he shined, you're getting on the radar.
Cam Thomas, he's one of the best scorers that I ever coached. From watching him in practice and seeing what he did in games and the guys he would go against, I realized that he was scoring anybody.
But one thing about Coach Smith I love, honesty. If you slacking off, he's gonna tell you. He don't care if you are a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. He don't care if you're the #1 ranked player in the world. He's gonna tell you about yourself.
I thought as a junior he took too many threes. And I didn't think he got to the foul line enough. And I didn't think he guarded as well as he could. So we talked about those things. And his senior year, he developed and improved, not just as an offensive player, but as a total player from his junior year to his senior year. And he was very, very coachable. Cam played 2 years for us, set the scoring record for the school. He scored over 2,200 points in 2 years. That's a 4-year career for most players.
Leading scorer all time there. I mean, let's face it, it's probably not going to be broken. Just an incredible accomplishment when you think about all the greats that have come through there.
having that on my resume so far, just being Oak Hill's all-time leading scorer. I really cherish that for sure.
I believed in it, and I know Cam is gonna step up to the plate. I knew it. I just wanted to have that opportunity. The rest is history. Go look in the record books. Go look at that team.
My assistant went to Oak Hill during his junior year of high school and was looking at somebody else. And he came back and he said, "You're gonna love this kid. He's right up your alley in terms of personality and how he plays and what he does on the court." And that was when we really clamped down and said, "Hey, we gotta try to get him, and we think he can be a really, really good player for us."
That recruitment process, Coach Wade, he didn't recruit Cam. He recruited Leslie. And I said, "Well, wow, how did he know that? He must did his homework." He would call me every day, just checking on us. He would go visit Cam up Oak Hill.
I think he looked at other programs, the Kentuckys, the Dukes, the Carolinas. I mean, he looked at those schools, but I think he felt LSU wanted him more than anybody else, and that's why he went there.
I mean, it was huge. We knew we had the best scorer in the country. We knew it was going to be a fun year. But certainly, I mean, look, we needed to do our part and make sure he was a first-round draft pick and make sure he was showcased and make sure we lived up to who we said we were during the recruitment process.
Really enjoyed playing for him. Really great mind for the game. You can maximize your talent on offense like no other. Like, it's crazy. And he put me in great positions as a freshman to lead SEC in scoring.
Freshman out of Chesapeake, Virginia, out of Oak Hill, and he'll go to the line. Step back from Thomas. Bucket for Cam Thomas. 3 on the way from guess who, Cam Thomas.
It's crazy how this basketball world works. Us being teammates in college, I'm pretty sure we never would have thought, look up 4 years later, that we would be on the same team again together and battling together.
Trendon took Cam under his wing. I didn't know Cam and Trendon became so close.
We was in the same room. We were roommates in a way. Yeah. So that's how we really connected.
In college, he was just quiet to himself, just there to handle business, honestly.
I've had kids that are 18 going on 12, but I've also had kids that are 18 going on 30. And I've had very few of those, but he was 18 going on 30. He's wise well beyond his years. He was just so valuable for us as a scorer. But the tricky part in the NBA is not everybody needs that from a rookie. There was a handful of teams that really needed something like that. And so Brooklyn ended up being a very, very good fit.
Cam, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us, spending some time. I know it's a busy time for you right now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Got one more workout tomorrow, so I'll be in New York after.
What's your mindset? Can you talk about that just in terms of, how you go about approaching the game, how your preparation, all that kind of stuff, knowing that you're the scorer that you've been?
My mindset is to be the best player I can be and just try to dominate. Because I feel like if you go with the mindset to dominate and be the best player you are, then good things are going to happen. You don't want to go into a situation looking to defer, but going in timid because you're playing with other great players. Because those players don't have confidence in you to knock down the shot to kick it to you. I'm a good basketball player and I can contribute right away. So that's just how I feel personally.
Great job, Cam.
Thank you.
I had people hit me up on the draft night like, "I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, you always said your brother was going to make it. We got something in your head that you're going to do. You do it." Like, that's what my mom always instilled in us. If you're going to do something, put your all into it. And that's what he did.
With the 27th pick, Brooklyn Nets select
Cameron Thomas from Louisiana State University.
Anytime you can see somebody change their life, change the course of their family's life, and to see all of Leslie's sacrifices and everything that Cam had done to get to that point, and to see that come to life was really cool. I'll never forget the smile on his face when you go in the back and you take the pictures with the hat and you got the family pictures in there. And I was just happy to see him reach his dreams and reach his goals, and I knew that he was going to keep progressing from there. That was just the start.
He is fearless and he's not afraid, and I think that's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys that are competitive, have that edge to them, and a chip on their shoulder. And I think for him to continue to learn from 3 of maybe the greatest scorers the league has right now will be great for him.
James Harden is my favorite player. I love looking at Kyrie, and I love looking at KD. So just for me to be, up and close and ask them questions, ask them like different stuff about their experience in the league, and for me to have that up close and personal is kind of, a dream come true.
How different has it been, you're talking about veterans now, you're talking about trying to score on Kyrie and having to deal with them and guard them. How different has this been?
It's basketball. I don't really care who I'm guarding or scoring on. It's basketball at the end of the day. I mean, of course, those guys are great players, but I'm here too for a reason. So, need just me out there to guard them, score on them, hit open shots when I get them. It's been a real big key factor for me here, and I feel like I'm doing a great job of it. First 2 years, it was tough because I was still, in and out of the rotation, still trying to find my foot in the league.
It was hard for Cam not playing. That was the hardest for my son since he picked up the basketball. He was feeling down. He was questioning, am I good enough? That was a time when our circle had to come around and keep building him up. And I'll say, call Cam. After a game, call him. Even if he didn't play, call him. Keep his head up. Your time is coming. Just wait on it. You on a veteran team. He thought he was going to be, I can go out there and play with him too.
I told Leslie a couple times, that's the best situation for him, because you can learn from him. Now, don't think you're not great. You're going to keep your confidence of being great, but you can learn something from them.
We just talk the game, going over stuff that we see and trying to sharpen our skills and our IQ as mental basketball players first. So it's good to see a young dude like Cam who's into it like that, you know what I mean? You can tell he's a student.
Then when he went down to the G League, you don't hold back, be great. Kill it. Keep being Cam. Be you. Be who you are. Be who God made you to be. All your work. We just kept instilling that in him.
Thomas lines it up. Got it on three. Long Island, Cleveland, wherever. Cam Thomas can score.
It's good just to show, how hard I've been working to be ready for this moment. When my number is called and I go out there and do what I'm supposed to do and do what I've been doing all my life. So, it just feels good to, to be ready and have the opportunity.
He's got Thomas open. Schroeder closes in. Thomas. Oh, what a look by the rookie.
Thomas finding his rhythm. 4 seconds. Thomas, rookie on rookie. The pull-up for three. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Then he got a little bit more the next year. We kept instilling it, instilling everything, and that kept his confidence up.
Thomas on the attack, leads in, and banks it home. 3 to shoot. Thomas will take, and in! Cam Thomas with 44. That man doesn't scare.
Cam Thomas maturing before our eyes.
Cam gonna go for 40 again tonight?
He might. Thomas, couple of fakes. Thomas all the way. Baker is good. Oh no. Oh yes! Nets world has erupted. A lot of respect here given to Cam Thomas, what he's done the last couple of games. 44 against Washington, 47 tonight against LA.
Cam Thomas is the youngest player in NBA history to score 40 points in 3 straight games.
Wow.
I have my name in the history books. Being this young, obviously I'd rather have to win. But it's just good to be proud of all the hard work you put in, so that's really the main thing. What's up, everybody? I missed y'all, man. I missed you.
man.
How
y'all doing?
Missed y'all faces.
How do you kind of manage last year's? Like, obviously the highs were high, and then obviously being out of the rotation. How do you bring that spirit into this year, trying to figure out like what that consistent role could be for you?
In this summer, I just want to take a lot of the positives I had from last season, keep building on it. I'm just staying level-headed this year. Whatever the role is, I'm happy to play it. So, there's always room for improvement, honestly. third year, that's when I really feel like it took off for me.
What a delivery! Scintillating from Cam Thomas off the window.
Just understanding the NBA game more, having more reps to like go through the ups and downs of an NBA season.
Now that he's developed, defensive end, passing, playmaking, he's out there creating for others, on top of still doing what Cam Thomas does.
Thomas, shot clock down to 1. Thomas, that's a bomb! Cam Thomas is not human!
The nuances of how to get a basket is a lot more difficult than people realize, especially at this level. You have to be cerebral in that way to figure out how you're going to get a shot off. We've been talking a lot now how to utilize that ability to shoot the ball to now get teammates involved and what assists and potential assists look like, and he's really been embracing that.
He just knows how to read a player that's guarding him. He's really smart. He knows where the help's coming from. He's got great footwork. He knows how to create space. He can get a shot off on anybody.
He made a shot against Jaylen Brown where he was facing the three-point line and turned around and shot a fadeaway. I mean, things like that you can't teach.
I love the hoop, man. No, I love the hoop.
Oh, he's feeling it! Cam Thomas!
Are you kidding me, Cam Thomas?
When the lights are brightest, Cam Thomas is at his best.
We're at Port Lock Primary. This is where like I was just a little baby, just living with no thought of a basketball really, just living, having fun.
Yeah, everybody's ready. How you doing? Come on in. Here's your jersey.
Yep, jersey from rookie year. Gave it to them. You know, they were another big part of who Cam Thomas is. So I definitely try to help as much as I can at this school because I have a lot of good memories here.
Where do you get the books from? Do you remember over by the gym? Go show us.
It's right here. Right here. It's the vending machine I got for the kids. Because growing up, I never really had an NBA player like come back and give. So I just wanted to be that resource for the kids and just try to help as much as I can and get them a role model to look up to.
Basketball.
Shoot.
The moment I found out I was pregnant, I was having a boy, I text Cam. I said, well, Cam, having a boy. He's gonna be another you. You think that's Cam's son, but it's not. Their bond is ridiculous.
He's into basketball, I think. He loves Cam Thomas. He loves Cam Thomas, showing me his step backs and all that stuff. Says he wants to play for the Brooklyn Nets when he gets older. Having somebody look up to you like that, it makes you go harder because you want to set an example and show him like what it is to be great.
Done.
Easy.
Let's go.
Thank you.
New year, new season, feeling good, feel a little older. I've been here since I was like 19 or something, 19, 20. So it's been year 4, media day. Definitely more comfortable, definitely feel good and can't wait for the season to start.
I've talked to Cam about X Factor and It Factor, and that was one of the first conversations we had. And the X Factor to me is somebody that everybody's like, oh, if he plays well, they can win that game. The It Factor guy is somebody who's consistent every single night, that you know exactly what you're going to get every single night, and you don't have to worry about the X Factor. And so at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. We want to make sure he's an It Factor guy.
It's not easy getting into the NBA, getting to this level. It's thousands and thousands of players out here. It's not easy. You know, you just gotta have work ethic, discipline, a good, authentic team around you. That's why he's here.
He's never gonna forget who he is at the core and what he's about because he's so loyal to that core group of people. It's been successful for him. It's been a really good formula for him, and I don't think he's going to change that anytime soon.
Going into year 4, just want to keep building, keep evolving as a player, person, leader.
His work habits remain the same throughout everything that he was going through, and then now he's trying to make that next leap. You can see him just being more comfortable in his own skin and being comfortable being here in Brooklyn. He's a dog, and it's somebody that I love going to war with.
I'm proud of him. I'm always the one in the TV yelling, screaming, and jumping up at the games, always cheering him on.
It's great to have a whole city embrace you as a player, so that's why when I go on the court, I try to put on the show as much as I can for the fans, because they support me like no other.
His superpower is scoring, so I just gotta sit back and have the best sit in the house to just watch him do what he does. I cannot coach that. That's him being him.
Fernandez trying to call a timeout. Thomas fires. Nylon! Cam Thomas!
With opportunity, I feel like I'm one of the best players in the NBA, one of the best guards. So it just credits everybody having trust in me and believing in the work I put in.
There was some bumps in the road, but guess what? Keep working. No distractions. Keep working, keep working. And that's why we're here. Be ready. When they call on you, get out there, shine. That's all I ever told him, shine. And that's what he's done.